filming this on the actual first day of autumn, and let me tell you, the fall releases are so good. Today I'm going to be talking about reviewing, swatching, doing a look with the brand new Nomad Pacific Northwest palette. Nomad has been hitting it lately. Like the Witch City Salem palette that they just did is one of my favorites of all time. This one is sort of combining two of my top palettes from theirs, and we will get all into that. So this palette is going to be launching on Monday, September 29th at 5 p.m. EST. Just so you know, usually it's like 12:01 a.m. They have changed it to 5 p.m. EST. This is not limited edition. You will be able to pick it up for at least 12 months, so there's no immediate rush if you can't afford it right now. The palette will retail for $59, but you can always use my code or somebody else's code. My code is GLITTERFALLOUT. That will save you some money. And what's cool about this is that with the palette, something else that's being released in this collection is merch. They've only done this, I think, a few times. Like I have a really nice makeup bag that came out with the Nomad Air collection, and I think they did something else. They had like some beachy stuff at one point, and their merch is usually like top quality. I do not have it in my hands, but I know that it is a merino wool hat and a camping mug. There will be a bundle that you can do if you want to purchase like the merch with the palette. I don't know what that pricing is so far, so I will let you know if I find out. But let's jump right into talking about this palette. The first thing I always like to do is reference the postcard. So with every Nomad palette, with every Nomad location, they include a postcard that tells you a little bit about why they chose it, but there is always a cause associated with every single release where they donate money to a cause that is local to that location. So for this one, we are so proud to support Conservation Northwest that works to protect, connect, and restore wildlands and wildlife of the Pacific Northwest. So I love that they always do that, and they always have a cause at kind of like the root of everything they do. Let's talk about this palette. We need to talk about this palette. Oh, one more thing. Look, I'm even wearing my Sizzle Pie shirt. So Sizzle Pie is a pizza chain that is local to Portland. I have been to the Pacific Northwest approximately twice. Once to Portland, once to Seattle, and both were like chef's kiss perfect experiences. I cannot wait to go back. My absolute best friend in the entire world lives in Portland, and I need to go back. I'm due for a trip. So drop comments down below your favorite locations, like your favorite things to do in Portland and Seattle, because those are the next two on like must visit lists. Let's start by talking about the packaging. So we do have the box outside that is very similar to what's inside. The only difference is that you have some of the kind of gold foil on here, but the palette itself is so cool. They've done this before, but the outside is textured, okay? Certain parts are raised. It genuinely feels like an oil painting. I think it was Fairy Tale. No, it wasn't Fairy Tale Europe. That one stood out, but nonetheless, I love when they do this. It genuinely feels like a work of art. And how beautiful is this fall scene? And then let's take a look inside. I want to chat about this. When I opened it, I was so excited to see these colors because I feel like you have the very earthy tones, because when I think Pacific Northwest, I think green. I think of how lush the vegetation is, how beautiful it is. But I also feel that kind of like, I don't know, grungy vibe from Portland and from Seattle. And I know there's other cities and areas that are considered to be Pacific Northwest, but that's the kind of vibe I think of. And I feel like this encompasses it so well. This is so good. It is so good. And as with all Nomad palettes, it's swatched beautifully. I didn't have problems with any color in here, not a single one. The mattes were all vivid and bright, and I actually did not experience too much fallout, famous last words maybe, but I did not experience too much fallout when doing the swatches, and the shimmers were all vibrant and so delicious. Here's what I want to talk about though. Hear me out and tell me if you think I'm crazy. When I looked at this, I kept thinking this looked like something kind of, but I couldn't place my finger on it, okay? So tell me that this doesn't look like if Ghost Town, okay? Ghost Town, and can I do this one-handed? If Ghost Town and Berlin Underground had a baby, I feel like it would be the Pacific Northwest palette. The Ghost Town is still my favorite palette by Nomad. The Berlin Underground is like up there in the top 5. Look at this though. Doesn't this look like a perfect mix of the two of them? Because you've got those like grungy, muted colors, but you've got these vibrant shimmers that are still kind of grungy. This one is like speaking to my soul. All right, I want to do a look with this, and the vibe I'm feeling is kind of, again, just like smoky grungy today. I just want to do like, I don't know, like these greens are so beautiful. Kind of these like muted grunge greens are speaking to me with like these shimmers over here are so beautiful. I love all the shimmers actually, but I'm really feeling, like I said, these kind of earthy mattes. I don't think I'm going to do an all matte look, but just, oh my God, it's so good. So also, I wanted to say, when it comes to eyeshadow bases, I've talked about this before, that the Sigma eyeshadow base is my absolute favorite, but for some reason, in the past like week, it's been creasing on me, and I was like, that's strange, maybe something's wrong with those. I have tried 2 other primers since then that have never creased on me, okay? The Urban Decay Primer Potion and the Kaleidos Tone Activated Primer, and they're both kind of creasing on me. Have you guys ever had that where like your skin changes so much that like all your bases go to crap? So we're gonna see if we can avoid creasing today, but yeah, it's weird, right? All right, since I'm going grunge today, first I'm gonna go into Foggy Forest. This is brown, but there's a tint of green in it, and I'm going in with a fluffy brush. I'm gonna tap off the excess because I did just see a lot of kick up in the pan, so I just wanna be careful not to get it all over my face. This is just going to go in the crease as a sort of transition color. I think I'm going to be doing kind of a typical Linda eye today, where I want this to be grungy and smoky and kind of messy. Like I'm going to bring this color. Oh, this is good. It's almost like got some gray tinges to it, but I'm going to bring this all the way out here. I'm just blending it. I'm holding the brush very far away, just blending it lightly. Ooh, that's a good color. Damn, that probably seems like such a boring color to some people, but to me, I like it. It's a lot more gray than I was expecting. I was expecting more of like a green brown. I am not mad at it. I really like that color. One thing I do want to say though, again, kickback or things like that in the pan doesn't really mean anything to me. I have very few eyeshadows in my life that I've gone through all the way through. But if you'll notice, the imprint is almost gone from doing one swatch, like one set of swatches as you just saw, and 2 creases, and the imprint is almost gone. There was quite a bit of kick up to the point where the imprint is basically gone. So just kind of keep that in mind, that with these, if you're seeing kick up in the pan, that means you just need to tap off your brush to make sure it doesn't get all over your face. I really like that color so far. I was expecting that to kind of be a nothing color, but I like it. All right, with my child, the Singe E08, I am going into PNW, stands for Pacific Northwest. This is a great color that is just like a muted olive green. Again, quite a bit of like kick up, so just kind of keep that in mind. And this is going in the crease, kind of, I don't want to say messily, but like this doesn't have to be the cleanest design here. I want this to feel grungy and blended, but like I don't need it to feel precise, you know what I mean? I want it to have those touches, but yeah. Guys, I've had people ask me about Singe brushes before, and if you were going to try one, I will always say the E08. This is such a unique brush to my collection because it's really dense, and I like it for kind of forcing shadow into the crease, but also really, really good at blending it out so that those colors just blend together and melt into one. I really love this brush. This is turning like deliciously grungy right now. You know what? I love that color so much. I love it so much. I am going to pat that all over the lid too. I'm going to layer other colors on top of it, but I love this color. Oh, it's so good. Just checked and no fallout. Despite, again, there's quite a bit of kick up in the pan, but no fallout. I'm going to take a bit more of a defined pencil brush, and I'm going to go into Olympic Mountains. This is kind of, I keep using the word muted, forgive me, but like, it's almost like a muted Kelly green in a way. It's like a forest green. Tapping away all the excess, and I want this to go a little bit deeper in the crease. This is still not going to be the deepest color we use, but again, I'm just going for that blend of those grungy tones. Look at this. Oh God, green eyeshadow is my favorite eyeshadow, hands down. Almost any shade of green too. Almost any shade of green. What is your like no fail shade? Okay, do you feel most comfortable in browns? How about blues, pinks, reds? Like what is your no fail shade? Okay, I'm going in with the Singe E01 and into Sasquatch Sighting. Oh, I don't want to mess up the imprint on this because it's a Sasquatch. I'm going to go around the edges. It is a really good green-gray color, and this will be my deepest color. So I want to stamp this, and I'm going to build this up because I want to go slow. I don't want fallout, but I'm going to just stamp this on the outer corner. I think this is arguably the deepest shade in the palette. It's picking up and building up nicely, which I like though. I feel like you can make this not quite as intense if you want, or you could probably, if you kept building and building, you could take this to super, super dark and smoky. This would look so good all over the lid too. Ooh, I like how this looks so far. Do I want to put a sparkle on? There's so many good sparkles in here. All right, I am going to do a sparkle. What I want to try is Coffee Paradise. It's such a unique color in that it's almost like purpley, but in certain lights it has like a green tinge. I'm going to try to apply this wet rather than putting down a glitter glue, because I'm like, maybe that's why things have been creasing lately. I don't know. And oh, I hope this color is okay because it's pulling very silver, but you know what? It's makeup. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Do you see how shifty this is? Like, I feel like it's catching pink in some lights, silver in others. There is that tinge of green. Oh, that's so pretty. That like opens it up. I also do love how the shade is called Coffee Paradise. Like, I remember when I did go to Seattle, we were standing outside our hotel and just kind of figuring out the direction that we were going to go in. And some guy came walking up on the street and talked to, there was like a doorman outside of the hotel. And we're like, hey man, do you know where I can find a coffee shop around here? And all three of us turned and just kind of like stared at him for a sec because we thought he was kidding. And then we found out he was dead serious. And the guy was like, dude, walk 1 block in any direction and you're going to hit a Starbucks. Now, I know that that's not what they mean by Coffee Paradise with this color. But like in Seattle, asking where they can find a cup of coffee? Are you okay, friend? Piper! Piper! You want to say hi? Do you guys want to say hi to Piper? I feel like you guys haven't seen Piper in a while. He is desperate to escape. He does not love being held. But I'm gonna keep holding him. Oh, he just ran out of here like he's the most abused kitten that ever there was. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back into Sasquatch sighting and press this right here along my lower lash line, just to kind of keep that smokiness going. And I'm gonna blend that out with my fluffy brush and a bit of Foggy Forest again, which is that gray color. And I'm taking that, like, I would say for me, pretty low, just to blend that out, because I love, like, this is such a cool color because it's got that gray in it. For the inner corner, I think I'm going to take a little bit of Salmon Run. This is like a pink tone color, but it's so beautifully shiny. And I'm going to wet my brush again for this. Oh, it looks like I almost don't need to. Do you see how pigmented that is? Oh, maybe if I tap, do I need to tap? This is pretty. I feel like it's my fault though, not the palette's fault, but I feel like it's not showing up like I want it to. And I think it's because that Coffee Paradise shade is so like beautifully shifty that it's just like doing the thing. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hop off camera, finish my eyes and my cheeks and my lips. I think I'm going to keep this fairly minimal in a way because I want that grunginess. So I'm probably going to like line my eyes and do a ton of mascara, but keep everything else neutral because I'm liking this vibe a lot. Be right back. Guys, there are some palettes that I look at and I'm like, this is gorgeous. This color story is bold and beautiful and amazing. There are other palettes that I can look at and be like, I'm going to use this so often because these colors speak to my soul and they work so well. This is that palette for me. This is so good. I love, love, love the way this eye turned out so much. Like, I love this color story. I love everything about this. This is so beautiful. I literally am eyeing, like side eyeing my Ghost Town palette and wondering, hold on, let me hold them up next to each other. Okay, look, when they're right next to each other, you can see there are similar vibes, right? But here's the thing. This one with the green shimmers, I'm almost wondering if it is topping this one. I love, again, the Witch City Salem palette that came out. I love Berlin Underground. This might be inching its way to the top of Nomad. Again, I need to do a Nomad ranking. I am due for one. That's going to be a very hard one for me, but this palette is stealing my heart. So I am really liking this a lot. Wait, let me give you the details of the rest of my face. So on my waterline, I'm sorry, I think it's discontinued, but it worked so well. The Wallflower gel liner, so good for my cheeks. I keep breaking this one out over and over again. This is the Auric palette. What are these called? Mirage Shift. This one is in High Noon, which is the medium shade. Look at my cheek. Look at it. For the eyeliner, I use the Melt Slick Waterline Pencil in Rich Brown, and then the Melt Mascara in Supernatural. Guys, I'm really liking this palette. I'm really liking it. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments down below. Again, this comes out Monday, September 29th, 5 p.m. EST, and this will retail for $59. You can use my code GLITTERFALLOUT. That will save you some money on this. That is an affiliate code, so if you choose to use it, I do get kind of a bounce back, and I really do appreciate that. But let me know what you are thinking, because I feel like I'm vibrating right now. I'm so excited. But that's it. If you enjoyed this video, I'm going to put the last Nomad review I did on the screen for you. I keep saying which city, Salem. I'm going to put it here so you can watch it, because that one is so good. And if you haven't already, I would love if you give the video a thumbs up. It helps out my channel so much. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Those are all Glitter Fallout. And as always, always and forever, you are super freaking rock stars. I love you so much, so genuinely much, with my whole heart, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.